Oh, you're recording, huh?
You recorded too, just to be safe.
All right. I need permission from you.
Recording in progress.
I got it. No worries.
No, I'm gonna fucking worry all the time. All right. So recording that. What? Merry fucking Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or fourth thing. Bobby, take it.
Andy, give me a beat. It's the Pat Oates Show with your host, as always, the lovely, the radio legend, the taking over because everybody's off. Put your hands together for Pat Oates. His co-host, who's wondering where Andy's beat went, you know him, you love him. It's Bobby. And joining us, a very special guest. Can't wait for him to have his letdown performance after his big show on RAP. Seriously, go check him out on Rap right now. He killed. It's Andy Malafarina.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Pat, for having me.
Wait, you're a real ass dude now?
Yes, man. Well,
wow.
I was a real ass dude about 2 years ago, but then there was a little bit of a drought, and then they brought me back with all the Panty boys, Panties in the Mouth, Lemaire Lee, Nate Marshall. We did Rap. It went pretty well. I was happy
Andy,
with it.
I was kind of driving and doing other things today. Any of the other Panties boys get sound effects for any of their jokes?
Yeah, are you trying to?
I'm just saying. It was like watching Jordan on the Bulls play. Yes, was it great?
Bobby,
was it fun? Yeah.
Bobby,
Did one guy stand out and put the team on his back? Yeah, it was you.
Knock it off,
Andy
Bobby. You cut
killed.
that. You cut that mess right out of here right now. You've been slow jerking me off this whole goddamn week. He's sending me sweet nothings and text messages, making me feel all special. Bobby, I'm gonna blush and come in my pants at the same time. You son of a bitch.
And I'm sure you did fantastic. You're hilarious. But at the same time, we also know that most things that Lewis are involved in are racist. So they probably just quieted down the last for the two others, to be fair.
Hey, no, for real though, in solidarity, Nate and Lemaire, they in solidarity for me, they are racist as well. So as a team, we're a one strong bigot of comedy.
And listen, Pat.
And to be fair,
somebody's got to get rebounds
on this podcast. Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
No, somebody's got to get rebounds and feed the ball to the star. You know what I mean? Like somebody's got to set up Andy to be funny. Bobby, you can't have Nate and Lemaire killing the whole time when it wouldn't be.
You better knock this shit off, Bobby. You're being way too much right now.
You are being nice. I'm gonna go the opposite. They've all three been on here, and you were the worst. So I'm happy you did well somewhere else. You know what I mean? I'm real happy.
Hey man, I just try my hardest.
I can't do
it without.
Go ahead, sorry, Andy.
I can't do it without my guys. No, for real though, it is much easier. It is much easier to go in when you got Nate and Lemaire egging you on, and you got your team with you and stuff. So I can't shine without my guys.
That's fun that all three got to go on. I saw a clip for one you guys sharing something. Are you guys really gonna have Panties merch?
I mean, we're gonna have merch eventually.
No, Panties. Like who the fuck would buy those? Like
yeah,
I know you guys make jokes, but for real, that'd be a weird dude.
Probably. I mean, the show's called Panties in the Mouth. It'd be a miss to not have panties. And then
our show's called POS. We're not gonna sell pieces of shit.
No, but
I mean, if you don't want to, I mean, if you're just losing out on a major market cap right there. Right. I mean, if you want to not rake in the dollars, be my guest. But we at Panties in the Mouth, we're getting a lot of women pregnant, so we have bills to pay. And
we're causing a lot of abortions here on POS. So it's
oh shit. Okay, well you'll balance us out.
That's just what the reviewers say on iTunes. This was an abortion.
Yeah. I read it wrong. That's my bad. But Bobby, maybe we do that. Every guest sends us a log of their shit, and then we put it on eBay and sell it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not putting too much thought into I'll let Lemaire and Nate figure it out because Nate's definitely more of he's the fashion forward type. So I'll leave him up to shirt ideas. I'm more concerned about hilarious merch. Like I saw fucking who was it? Oh yeah, Aaron Berg over at In Hot Water. They're selling guns.
Yeah, buddy, in 1911.
I don't give. Of course we're gonna sell T-shirts, but I'm trying to get in on I don't know, dude, like guns or just something weird like that. That would rule to just have like if we just randomly had like a panties in the map. You know, it would be tight, dude. We should sell cornhole sets, and the hole is like a mouth, and the cornholes look like the little sacks you throw look like panties. That would be tight. Yo, Can you delete this part? That's too good of an idea. No, I'm kidding. Holy shit, that's a good idea.
Uh-oh. Are you still here?
That's a fucking idea, though. Like, seriously. Like, I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I was in a bit, but actually, the middle of the bit, I was like, that's a good fucking idea. Copyright. You guys can't fucking steal this.
I already texted our merch guy, Pat. Don't worry. He's on it making a cornhole set. Don't even worry about it. It's a POS cornhole set. It doesn't really fit Andy's bit, but we're just ripping the idea before they can get to it.
Nice. Yeah, dude. Cornhole sets are my idea. No one's done that before. Don't steal it.
Bobby, have a little P. The O will be the circle we throw into, and then the S on the outside.
It's a no-brainer. It's nice and easy.
That would be tight.
When I first started doing comedy, I got to open for Ari Shafir at a club, and this is before the big podcast or all that kind of shit. He used to sell, he would say cinnamon grinders.
Nice.
Because they're for your spices, but his face was on. He goes, "You use any spice you want. It's your grinder for your cinnamon." And it was his face on the grinder, and right there, I was like, "That's the guy thinking outside the fucking box."
That rules, dude. I love the days when weed was less like accepted. Well, I guess now still in like if you're in PA, you have to go into a place and like go, "Can I have a water pipe?"
Yeah, exactly. You can't come out and just use those terms.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. Me and my friend were in a head shop when I was in like high school, and my buddy just goes, he's just pointing at the wall. He just goes, "Are all these bongs for sale?" Like, this was like the third time he said bong, and the lady was like, "Sir, we do not sell bongs. All we have are water pipes. If you keep using that word, I will have to kick you out." Like the head, it was so funny because the owner of the head shop got like super like corporate and like, "Sir, you need to stop saying that word."
Dude, I thought you said there was going to be a funny part there, Andy.
Why are you being a jerk?
Me?
Why are you being a bully, Bobby?
Because you said I was too nice earlier. Now I'm just trying to be mean and talk over Pat.
Balance it out.
So we can't have a successful podcast, and I lose my one good friend, Andy.
No, stop it, dude. It's all an act. I crave this kind of attention. Please praise me for the love of God.
I like how you couldn't even sell it though. It's an act. You didn't tell us right away. Like, I'm sorry. Please continue.
I'm so fucking sorry. I'm just fucking kidding, Andy.
There was a place when I was in college in New Haven that was called Rubber Match. They sold mattresses and futons in the front, and you walked through it, and it was a head shop. But that was like their cover. So you went like we never saw a mattress sold there. Like, it was always the same beds. There's dust on them. You go in the back and there's like all your black lights, your post, like things like Bobby has in the background, posters there for college, every bong you wanted. But when you went out, they would give you a card that would say for a mattress, come to Rubber Match, just so you like they wouldn't find out. They knew it was there, but we couldn't talk about it.
Well,
okay. So the head shop in the back was like hush hush.
Everyone knew it was there, but it couldn't be the front of it. So
did you ever have the? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you ever have the So I'm fucking ADD right now. Did you ever have the weird like head shop, sex shop, like the combo?
Yeah.
You mean Spencer's Gifts?
Yo, for real. Yo, can I talk about that shit? Fucking trying to find. So I waited till the week before, like last weekend, to get my fucking Christmas gifts. I in hindsight, I should have fucking just went on Amazon, got all that shit off there and this and that. But I waited till the week before, and my mom. Like my parents, they don't drink a lot, and they've been telling me, they're like, stop. I would always get my dad a bottle of liquor and my mom a bottle of wine. Well, they just went to the fucking Finger Lakes. They've got more wine they can handle. They're like, all right, no liquor. My dad even, like 2 weeks ago, we had a Christmas party, and he put out liquor to mix drinks. All of them were bottles I got him. I was like, oh, this motherfucker doesn't drink. So I'm like trying to change it up, and I'm just trying to get my mom just some sentimental fucking frame that says like best mom in the world, and it's like a picture of us or some shit. Can't find that. But you know what I can find is different size dildos in a fucking mall. Like at like the guy, I don't know if it's a commentary on society or whatever the fuck, but I could go into a mall right now and buy 8 dildos, but I can't buy a frame that says like best mom in the world. It's a dark world we live in, guys.
Can you buy a dildo that says best mom in the world?
If I can, I will stab my eyes out because that's not a world I want to participate in.
What size dildo would your mom need?
Give your mom a vibrator. That was your first home. Give her that to pleasure it. You know what I mean?
Knock it off, guys. You guys,
no way.
You guys,
I'm gonna buy your mom a dildo if you won't. If you will, I will.
No, I probably buy. I'd the only kind of dildo I'd get my mom is one where like the batteries would never be fully charged or it would never actually. I'm not.
Dude, I feel like
you guys are wilding out.
That's the best way to get your dad back, though, for being a prick about all the liquor. Be like, oh, yeah, Dad, I can't satisfy you with a Christmas present. Well, boom. Here's a giant dildo because you can't satisfy Mom either.
That would be tight. That would be tight to just give my dad a giant fucking dildo and just.
Or better, you give your dad a giant bottle of vodka and your mom like one of those black rubber fists. And then when they both go, what the fuck? You go, oh, my bad. And you switch them.
And then it's like, this is still bad.
Your
dad's like, for you.
Dude, that's actually going back to the whole like calling things water pipes. That's how the DA was it Cheech or Chong who got arrested?
Oh, yeah.
Which one was on that 70 shows? Yeah, that's how they got him. Because like the guy would go, and it was so obvious that they were DEA that like his son put out store employees with T-shirts that said DEA like next to the guys. And the guy finally like was like, so what do you use this for? And he's like, yeah, it's for tobacco. And he's like, nah, man, can I smoke weed out of it? And Tommy finally just goes, yeah, man, it's a bong. You smoke weed out of it. And that's how he got arrested.
Dude, there's so many of those fucking stories where it's like, and then like they put in all that work and then it's just a little thing where he's like, yeah, it's a fucking bong. And they're like, we got the guy.
But that really,
like,
yeah, that's the
like,
only.
Dude, you wasted all that time to get Tommy Chong in fucking.
Thank God he was locked up. Thank God.
But no, who do you think?
That's the only crime. That's the only crime where the language you use matters. Like you can't have child porn and be like, no. He called it pizza. Crime. I don't believe those exist. He called those pizza. No, I'm kidding.
Pizza?
Like, so you don't like? He called the child porn pizza. So now it's not child porn anymore. He's safe.
Oh yeah.
I got language matters.
Yeah, I got
obviously a hate crime, Pat. Come on, put me up against the wall.
Got an order of pizza and hot dogs. You're like,
technically, Your Honor, he didn't use the CP phrase, so he's safe. We call that.
They did say it was a kid's meal, though. So that was the problem. It was a kid's meal.
Yo, who do you think? Which celebrities? Because I was thinking about this. Like, I remember when Tommy Chong got arrested, and I saw him do an interview after he got out, and he was like, jail was pretty chill because he's like, it wasn't the fact that jail was chill. It was the fact that every prisoner was hyped to meet him.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, Tommy Chong probably had a great time in jail. Lil Wayne probably had a pretty chill time, or unless he's gang affiliated, I assume, right?
Yeah.
No. I'm sure Mike Tyson had a great time.
Yeah. No one was trying to fuck with Mike Tyson.
Just kissing his ass.
Yeah, but even if Lil Wayne is gang affiliated, he still probably had, even like if he's blood, there's still Crips like quietly like, yo man, Carter 3 rules, dude. You know what I mean?
Wesley Snipes probably had a good time.
Oh
Who
yeah,
wouldn't like Wesley Snipes.
And he evaded his taxes, so he rules.
Like it's like a hustle to. They probably believed that like the basketball movie was real. Like he really hustled people for that. White men can't jump.
Yeah.
Yo, Wesley, come ball with us. Yo, Wesley, you ain't so good out here.
Martha Stewart. I mean, when you have money, it doesn't matter because you're not the same kind of jail. I don't think Cosby had a good time.
I think Cosby had a great time. I think they all loved Cosby.
Dude, wasn't he doing stand up? Or is that just a joke I heard?
No, it was probably a joke you heard, but let's run with it. It's a funny premise. He was probably in there just doing stand up.
Bro, he like, even if it wasn't an official thing, like if Cosby was in the corner of like the rec room, just like basically doing some quick little fucking like showcase type sets, just running through bits, I'd be so hyped in jail.
Dude, I bet he realized
he hated people with big baggy pants. He hates everyone that's in jail.
But he
they
also
wouldn't have liked him. The people that are in prison didn't watch the Cosby Show.
right, but he's also smart enough to realize nobody in prison knows anybody else's material. So like, I like to think he used to come out like doing other people's stuff. What's the deal with me getting fucked in the butt every night, huh?
Oh,
What's the
dude,
deal with that?
Seinfeld
It's
being
Cosby doing Seinfeld, man.
Cosby's definitely in prison trying out dirty jokes. He's like, fuck it, dude. I'm in prison. I'm going dirty. Yo, if Cosby comes back and doing shows and you got like free tickets to it, are you sneaking off to go see that show?
Like, are you leaking off? I'm trying
I would
to get
pay
a
to
guest
watch
spot.
Bill Cosby. I'd pay.
You would pay to go see Bill Cosby?
You really wouldn't pay to go watch one of the. Okay, what he did is awful. Let's all get that out of the way. He's still one of the most brilliant comedians of all time.
Yeah, I would watch his. If he put out a special, and I could get my hands on it for free, I would watch it. I don't know if I would pay and physically leave my house to go see Cosby.
To be in the audience with the people, their reactions would be more amazing than the act. To watch people not know what to. Okay, you've been on stage and you've told a joke where you watch the audience's eyes go, I want to laugh at this, but I'm afraid to laugh out loud because, he's crossing a line. No, we've all seen that in an audience.
If you're paying to go see Bill Cosby, you're not awkward. You're like all in. You're like, he didn't fucking do it. I love this guy.
Because there are people over 60 years old who just forget about the rape part because that's what you did over 60. You forget about the rape and you move on and have dinner. That's what old people did forever. So they would go there and go, oh, America's sweetheart black guy. And they would just go and laugh. And I think you would see a weird audience. And you also just see a lot of black militant people go to see what white guy is going to say some shit. So I'd want to be there to watch all those dynamics.
Do you think he comes out of prison a Def Jam comic?
Dude, I hope.
Oh, DJ, hit that shit one more time for me.
Isn't he out of prison?
Yeah.
You don't remember when he got out of prison and then everybody on Twitter and Facebook made a joke? I'm opening for him tomorrow. It was fucking annoying for like 2 fucking days.
I would watch. If he put out a special, I'd check it out. But I would not. I don't think I'd like actually pay for a ticket.
I'd pay.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for it.
And I'd bring your mom and I'd bring that fist.
Well, you'd have to make sure she was free that night.
I would ask, but a jerk. Ask for it. Bobby, you wouldn't pay to go see Bill Cosby?
Man, I'm at a point where I don't pay to see anybody.
Okay, get over yourself.
If I can get free tickets, I'll go see anybody.
But you don't think Cumia would have him on?
I'll go see Andrea from Queens.
Cumia would definitely have him on.
Yeah,
I'm not paying. No, yeah, I would probably pay to see Cosby.
Oh, dude, if Cumia had him on, I would be there in the studio, and if people asked me, I'd be like, dude, I was just there. I didn't really have fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that'd be the one time I'd come back. That'd be it. I would go for that in a heartbeat.
That would be great, dude. The Anthony Cumia Bill Cosby interview. Holy shit.
Yeah, that'd be the greatest interview of all time. All time.
Just Cosby out there like, listen here, motherfuckers.
It would start rough, but by the end they'd just be Anthony B going, I agree. They do that. And Cosby be like, I know, they need to pull up their pants. Oh, yeah. And Anthony's like, they do. They do.
They all do that.
And they would do that for 5 minutes, Bobby. There'd be 50 minutes of talking about old TV shows. That's all it'd be.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, they just don't get to the heart of the matter at all. They just
oh my god, dude! They talk for 2 hours straight, and like with 30 seconds left in the show, Cumia's just hammered like, "You raped those girls, right?" Cosby's like, "Come on, man."
Oh, come on.
Well, no, Cumia's style would be great because they would get him a drink, and then he'd go, "You might want to check and see what's in that."
Oh,
like that would be the joke Cumia would do. You know what I mean? Like it could be amazing. Like, and then he would do it in a way where Cosby would almost laugh. But there's no way Bill Cosby.
I'd pay money to see the Anthony Cumia Bill Cosby interview. Holy shit,
that would be incredible.
Be fucking unreal. What would be your opening question to interview Cosby?
Why were you a gynecologist on your show? That's what I would ask.
Was he a gynecologist
on the Cosby Show? He was. He had a gynecology business in his basement. Okay.
Yeah, that's where it got kind of sketchy.
Is that? Wait, that's a factual statement.
Yeah, that's not slanderous at all.
Yeah.
I watched the shit out of that show, and I never noticed any of that.
He was always delivering babies.
Always delivering babies.
Oh, okay.
But his practice was downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So downstairs, he would go look at women's pussies all day and then come upstairs and put boys on his lap. That was the show.
Dude, legit, like, there's always like one bit of info that I hear and I'm just like convinced. And I'm like, that's all I needed to hear. You know, you're like, when you tell me that he was a basement gyno on a show, you're like, oh, he did that.
Right.
Yeah, he did all the shit.
When you tell me that one of his biggest jokes in the 70s was the Spanish fly bit.
Dude, that's the funniest thing too, when like people will throw out accusations and your knee jerk is to be like, come on. And then like this other stuff comes up that isn't like evidence against him, but it's still just shit where it's like, this is pretty
more
damning
circumstantial evidence. You're like, yeah. I like to think he gets out now and he turns really like he gets really into the Maxwell trial. He's like, okay, what I did was wrong, but what's really wrong is letting all these crimes go under the media's radar. Jeffrey Epstein raped all these kids. Nobody.
Yo, right? That would be great if he just started raising money for like child sex trafficking. He just starts bringing up people. He's like, they're way worse than me. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he uses to finally like clean the slate. He just starts going through the names. He's like, dude. Bill Cosby had 13 kids. Or Bill Clinton. It wouldn't work if he was snitching on himself.
He's just ratting himself out.
He's like, oh, fuck.
Bobby,
Speaking
you know
of
what what should happen right now? I want this too. In a year, give it another year, maybe people let it go. I want a podcast that's O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby.
That'd be great.
And they just talk about politics. That's it.
They'd both, in interviews, they'd be like, I don't know what we talk about. None of us did nothing.
I don't even know why we're here. We're just good storytellers.
It's just kind of awkward for the first 15 minutes. And the producer goes, well, like, who do you think controls the media that set you guys up? And then they just go off for 30 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah. I changed my background. I felt left out.
Who had a better life? O.J. Simpson or Donald Trump when it comes to doing whatever you want and getting away with it?
Wait, what?
Donald Trump, O.J. Simpson.
He does whatever he wants.
Who had a better life in, I want to do something and I'm going to get away with it no matter what?
Wait. What did Donald Trump do? I'm lost. What did he do and got
Donald Trump's done whatever he's wanted to do. Donald Trump would joke forever, I'm going to be president. And just fucking because he wanted to became the president. Donald Trump wanted to be part of wrestling. Fuck it, I'm part of wrestling. Donald Trump wanted to have a reality show. Fuck it, I got a reality. Every time Donald Trump's wanted to do something, he's been able to do it no matter what. O.J. Simpson did the two things every American boy dreams about doing: being an NFL football superstar and killing their wife. They did. They both got to get away with it no matter what. Who had a better life?
Didn't Donald Trump like bomb a bunch of shit though? I know. What is it?
And got away with it.
The university.
Yeah. He blew shit up. So did Obama. So did all the presidents.
It's wild how, oh my God. Yeah. It's like how influential Donald Trump. Did you guys change something?
No, Bobby's just frozen. No, you sound sexy as ever.
No, literally in the middle of that statement, my audio just came through my headphones and it threw me off and that was weird. I apologize. Anyway, fuck, now I'm thrown off. Anyway, oh yeah, Donald Trump. No, he probably gets hard as fuck at the fact that like he is like I feel like it's hard to argue. He's just the most. Is influential the right word?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right?
I'm not a fan, but he is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just pure on the fact that like not the same way now that like they took his social media away, but like I feel like he definitely. The past like five years or so, him doing shit had the most, like the biggest ripple effect. You know what I mean?
No one's ever been more polarizing. I don't think ever. Who's been more polarizing than him?
It's fucking weird, man. And that probably makes him hard 24/7.
The difference is he still has depending on who you talk to, a large portion of the American people who are still kind of fans of his. Whereas, like, OJ's fans, I think, are limited to, like, 10%. Now that he's got a
huge following on Twitter.
Now that he's back, no, but I'm talking about, like, at the peak of OJ's shit, though. Like, when everybody was hating on and hating OJ, Like, I think he had, like, maybe at most 10% of the country on his side. And, like, at Donald Trump's right now, at his, like, low point, I'd say probably, like, at least 40% of the country, maybe 30, has his back. You know what I mean?
But the ones that hate him way more than the ones that hate OJ.
Yeah.
Their hatred's different. Their hatred is like, they think they're going to save the world with their hatred for him. OJ was just like, you shouldn't have killed your wife and that Jew. And that was it.
Yeah.
No one really cares that OJ killed his wife. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, obviously the jury didn't either, but no one really cares that OJ killed his wife. It was just crazy that a guy that just like Cosby, it's a black person that white people invited into their homes. They're like, oh, he's the good one. He's on Naked Gun. He's fun. And then they're like, damn it, we got tricked again. We can't trust him. That's what the problem with both those cases were.
Speaking of Cosby, do you think there was ever like a female comedian, right, who went, but she was kind of hacky, and she went to blow her Muslim boyfriend and was like, damn, yo, that's a 5 skin.
What?
You think she did the bit while blowing him, or like this was her bit on
like,
that?
Damn, yo, that's a 5 skin.
She didn't. But she's not a hacker. She's doing it in the moment. She was doing dick crowd work. That's pretty good. But if she did it on stage, yeah, I think they'd be bad. Why is it a 5 skin?
Because it's
foreskin.
Because it's so much bigger.
No, I got the foreskin.
Yeah, because it's so much.
I understand it.
Because it was so big. It's a 5
So
skin.
it'd be like a 5 head.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why
Extra.
it's hacky, because she's applying
I
it to
haven't
foreskin.
seen a Muslim dick ever. I just realized that. I've never seen a Muslim dick.
Never?
No, because the porn I watch doesn't have those.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's not. Are there any Muslim porn stars?
I don't know.
Yes,
I see black
dude.
dicks and white
There was a
dicks.
chick. Okay, we talk about
they're
this
not
too
real,
often.
though. They're all just like Puerto
we talk
Rican
about
chicks.
this too often. But there was a chick who, right after 9/11, was blonde-haired and blue-eyed and would just get degraded in a hijabi for the United States.
You do
And I
talk
like to
about
think
too often.
she was the greatest American ever, because she was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just take one for the team here, dress up like a Muslim, and just let people do horrible things to me to bring
Yeah,
back
but she's
American
not
pride.
actually Muslim.
It doesn't matter. Your dick doesn't know the
Yeah, it
difference.
Wait, I forget. Was Mia Khalifa actually Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was probably like the only.
No, there are a couple.
No,
Trust
most
me,
of
it's
those-
not a
She's
rabbit
not
hole you want to go
attractive.
down.
What?
She's not attractive.
Mia Khalifa?
No.
She's gorgeous. She's
Not
annoying.
gorgeous. She's not. You might like her. She's naked. When she's dressed, she's just like some fucking bitch.
She's adorable.
No.
Yes.
No.
No, here's the thing. She's annoying as shit. She does this thing where she was doing this thing before where like she would like call out different like athletes or whatever.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, look who's trying to slide in my DMs. And you'd look and it would be like 5 times over the course of many, many, many months. He'd be like, sup, girl? And it's like, all right, it's not what you're saying it is. But nah, dude, she's a cutie pie. What are you talking about?
She's okay. That proves she's not really Muslim, because Muslim men are the most annoying things on the internet, because they'll write. You see a woman's picture, they're like, beautiful princess flower. I love to touch your pussy face. Oh, flame, emoji flame. Like, yes, that's way worse than what's up, girl.
Oh man, that just reminds me of Indian dudes love to pretend to be hot girls. Like anytime you get like a hot girl spam account,
Yeah.
it's always the way they're typing. It's clearly an Indian guy trying to fucking steal your money.
I'll show you my bob and vagine.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Nigerian people.
Nah, they've moved on, man.
There's
They're
probably a
sophisticated
mix.
No, I
society.
get letters from them all the time.
They're not Wakanda. Nigeria is secretly that's what they've
Wakanda's
done.
not real. 'Cause that
Turns
was a
out-
place where black people were happy.
Turns out they just needed 4 people to actually fall for their scam, and it was enough money to refund their entire economy.
Well, dude, that's the fucking. That's why, because people will hear those scams and they'll just be like, "How would anyone fall for it?" It's like you just need a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just need a couple of them to fucking fall for it. And that's why I hate those scams the most, is like you're just preying on the dumbest, most vulnerable people. And it's like, come on, man, chill.
Yeah, you never hear about a straight A student getting diddled. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be dumb to get tricked. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going after the kid who might go to Harvard to get a fist in his ass. It's always that dope. You know what I mean?
Damn.
You didn't got picked last in kickball. That's
I
what
was
you
talking about. I was talking about phone scams, Pat. You just
Yeah.
cranked it up to fucking 11.
Bobby
dude.
hates when I take it to diddling, so I did it there. Oh, don't mention orphanages. It makes Bobby mad.
You don't like orphanages?
Bobby hates jokes about orphanages.
Pat spent 15 minutes telling me I couldn't make fun of a fully grown adult woman who attacked us online, and then spent 35 with Mike O'Donnell just riffing on how pedophiles should go to orphanages to pick up their kids.
Because it's like
they're
the
gonna
pound.
molest.
It's like the pound. It's where the broken ones are. You go there, you get them, no one cares.
And
you
then,
put them down.
and then Andy, I expressed it. Hey man, not a big fan of that joke or premise. And subsequently, every podcast we found a way to work in orphan
like just now.
pedophilia. So,
are you pedophiling me? That's our new T-shirt.
no, it's not. No,
are you
it's fucking
pedophiling me? That's a good shirt.
It's not bad, sure, Bobby. You know what?
Hey, why don't you put it on some fucking Andy underwear, Andy, and then you guys can have it, huh?
On
You're
kids'
degenerate
panties?
fans.
Oh, make kids' panties.
No, that's
Yeah.
All
good
right.
idea. Kids'
all right.
panties.
I switched to Bobby's side. I switched to the guy who's doing fucking crack weed or whatever he's doing. It is. I heard people say dabs look so intense.
If you
How
get
much more
kids'
how
panties-
much more does a dab get you fucked up than just like what's it compared to like a blunt? I feel like if a blunt's a 1, a dab's probably like a 20, right?
A dab's probably a 10 if a blunt's a 1.
If a
But,
blunt's
like,
a 1, a dab's a 10.
It's a very different high. It's weird. I don't know. I like dabs just because they're short and they don't smell as much,
Wait, how's the high different?
So, like, a blunt, I don't know. I feel like I get tired and sleepy, whereas with dabs, I just get, like, higher. I kind of break through a certain wall where you're like,
They
oh,
give you
I'm just
more
goofy.
energy?
Depending on the strain you're smoking. I don't know. I don't like talking about weed too much because I'm not a snob about it. Like, I literally look for the cheapest shit and just enjoy it. Whereas I feel like there are people who are like genuine enthusiasts. Like, I enjoy this strain and this does this for me. And like, I just follow the general rule of sativas in the morning, indicas at night, and don't go to therapy. Those the big 3.
Those are the 3 rules of smoking weed.
Mhm.
All right, real question from somebody who only when I smoked weed it was just blunts and I wasn't into the world of dabs and shit. Okay, I don't care about the difference that you're saying like highs and lows, but a blunt, I would have to smoke a lot of a blunt to get high. You just take like a dab and you're the same thing.
2 or 3, and you're pretty high. Yeah.
Because a blunt I would pass around, but I'd have to take several hits to feel good.
Yeah, no, and like dabs take about 10 to 15 minutes to kick in too. So like you do a couple and see how you feel and do a couple more, but they're like much cleaner in my opinion. Especially blunts with all that tobacco.
Is
You
it
guys
more
remember-
cost effective to do dabs?
Oh, yeah. There's like a certain optimal like amount of dab to highness ratio where you're like, if I'm doing 2 dabs to get high, then yes, it's cheaper. But if I'm doing like 4, no, you know what I mean? Like a whole thing, but it's about the same.
Interesting. It was somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it really means, but it looks like you're doing too much work.
It is a little more work, but again, you do the work twice and you're good, as opposed to sitting there.
Yeah, but I remember back in the day, a guy would just pull a fucking joint out of his pocket and you're ready to go. You got to have an apparatus and shit and fucking like a breathing mask, whatever the fuck else you're doing. It's like, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah, you
Blow
gotta.
torch.
In the words of Ringo Starr, the best Beatle, you gotta pay your dues if you want to sing the blues. And you know what? It don't come easy. Do it,
I don't
Andy.
even think he said that.
He did.
I mean, he said it after a black guy. So that's a black guy saying. That's way cool.
Nah, Ringo was the shit. Right, Andy?
Ringo wasn't a bad guy, but he wasn't not the best Beatle. And second of all, he didn't say that.
Who was he worse than?
All the 3 other Beatles.
Well, 2 of them are dead, so he
Like,
beat.
that's how that Beatles work.
2 of them were dead,
Ringo
so
wasn't
he beat
supposed
2
to be
of
in it.
them. He didn't break up the band by marrying a psycho honey trap.
Name the good Beatles song Ringo wrote.
Yeah, I just did. Gotta pay your dues if you want. And he was smart enough to know
It's
to
not even the
say
name of the song. But
"It Don't Come Easy" is the name of the song. But he was
it's
smart enough
not
to
their
know
best song.
it's not their song. It's his. He was smart enough to know I'm gonna save my shit for my own projects. I'm not gonna put my good shit out with the Beatles. Fucking John's
Ringo's
over
not
here.
bad. Ringo's not bad.
He's not bad. But he's the tallest midget in that group. He's not better than fucking George Harrison.
Yeah.
No,
oh.
I grew up listening like heavy to like punk rock and shit, so I never gave the Beatles enough time. So I'm not a good authority on the Beatles. When I listen to them, I don't get that I didn't grow up listening to them, so I don't get that whimsical feeling about them.
Hey
and
Pat,
stuff,
let's play a fun
but-
game where we give other scenarios to Andy, and he can come up with cool answers for why he doesn't know the information about it. Hey, Andy, you ever have a problem with the condom breaks? Nah, my dick's too big, so I always, just never have that issue.
Is that
I kind of
cooler?
liked where he was going with it.
Is that cooler listening to punk rock?
Yeah, dude. Who do you like?
Who do I like?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, but do you like punk rock or do you like what we as Americans think is punk rock? Like, do you think Green Day is punk rock?
No, I think they're the beginning of pop punk.
Yeah, I definitely fall more into pop
I listen
punk
I listen to everything in like the punk like stratosphere. So like punk rock, hardcore, pop punk, emo, shit like that. That's like mainly. I'm
like
actually
new metal and shit like that too.
Not as much new metal. I was like too cool for new metal. Yeah. So
what are your thoughts on ska?
I like it, but it doesn't do itself a lot of favors in the PR department. Ska is one of those genres I like a lot, but like when people go like it seems stupid, I'd be like, I get why you say that.
Good ska is the bands that you've never heard of. If a ska band makes it, they're not good at ska. So
except for Real Big Fish.
Is always bad.
Real Big, I'll defend Real Big Fish. I've seen them live about 3-4 times. Their live show is unfucking real. They're fucking.
I don't consider them a household name. They were big for a moment, but for the most part, they still.
Okay, all right. I wanted to make sure they got their day in court. That's all.
If you're aware of ska, the odds that you don't know Real Big Fish though are very low. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But okay, so but if you ask anyone what you think ska is, most white people at my age or younger is gonna say Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And it's like, that's not, you know what I mean? That's who they're going to know, is what I'm saying.
5 Iron Frenzy.
Forgot about them.
We saw them. Good. We saw them. They opened for Real Big Fish. Real Big Fish was in Scranton. So my roommate and I and his girlfriend went. And we saw them open. And they were great, except for they had one saxophone player who just would tell the corniest jokes and wouldn't shut the fuck up. And then we found out that, like, Real Big Fish was coming to State College, where we lived, in like 2 weeks. So we got tickets. We tweeted like all the other opening bands and made them think we were fans, to the point that like one came out and yelled like, "Where's Bobby and Dave? We heard you're super excited to see us." And then gave me the mic, and I didn't know any of the words to their song, but thankfully my roommate did because he was a better person than I was. But then we like I just wanted to make a sign that just said, "Shut the fuck up, sax bitch." So anytime she went to tell a joke, we held the sign up and the bouncers wouldn't let us in with it. Apparently it was a common complaint.
Yeah, that's fair. That you guys sound like bad people in that scenario.
Yeah, who's the piece of shit in that story? Is it the woman for ruining a great concert and just not knowing her place? Nobody wants to hear the saxophone player talk. You're not even the trumpet player. You're not the lead singer. You're not the drummer. Like, just shut the fuck up.
Hear the brass section.
Yeah, exactly. You're not Johnny Christmas. Nobody came to see you. Thanks for getting that reference, Andy. Is it me and Dave for fucking with a woman who's just living out her dream?
So wait, you legit had a sign that said "Shut up, sax bitch"?
Yeah. It was not nice. It was a dark period of my life. Or is it the bouncer for not letting us in?
If she can't laugh at that, that's fucking hilarious. Like
dude,
that's you had that sign is so brilliant.
No, Pat, that's insane. To just go to a concert.
No,
have
it's
a sign
brilliant.
That says, "Shut up, sax
fucking
bitch."
Brilliant.
No, dude, Bobby was wrong.
Oh no, on so many levels. But the fact that they committed and did it is amazing. That they went there knowing sax bitch was gonna be annoying, did that for her. No one else in the audience gets the joke. It's for him, Dave, and this fucking lady who they're fucking with.
Okay, you're forgetting 4 or 5 other people who I think would not only get the joke but really appreciate it, and that's the rest of her band, who would be like, "Damn, yo, they roasted Christine, but she kind of deserved it." Have you heard the joke she's been telling? I wish the sax bitch would shut up.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be great if the drummer is just like, "I don't fucking like her, but we don't know any other saxophonists," and then they see your sign and they're like, "This kid fucking gets it."
Bobby, you're not the piece of shit at all. You're a hero in this. It's sax bitch.
No, Bobby's the guy who's
hang on.
I bought it.
Let him explain it, Andy. Let him explain it. Let him defend himself.
No,
and then
that's
we'll
fine.
go to you
That's
next.
fine. No. Let Andy go.
Sorry,
I have no explanation. I just love your song.
I've been drinking and I'm bad at listening to other people.
You're fine.
No, I was gonna say. I don't know what I was gonna say.
All right, Bobby, I've got a scenario that now you reminded me.
Who's the piece of
shit,
Andy?
Of shit with this.
Yeah. Who's the piece of shit, Andy?
You are.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He said that pretty clearly right away.
Okay. I was hoping he would have time to change it. You know, maybe think about our friendship some.
I have plenty of time to change it. I'm not gonna.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you one little addition, then we'll go to your story, Pat. So after the show, the band we hit up was called Beautiful Bodies. They came out afterward and they were like, "How do you guys know us?" And we told them the whole story. We didn't try to fake them. We were like, "Yeah, we saw you in Scranton. You guys are pretty great." They were like, "Well, come hang." So we're hanging at the bar with them. And we find out they're like really good people. Like the lead singer was a model who donated her like entire income to human rights overseas. The guitar player's like an international law lawyer who like defends like original tribes in Africa against big government and shit like that. And like I forget what the drummer did.
This is a ska band.
No, this was like a rock band before him that we became friends with. So we find out there was really good people, and the bouncer comes over. He's like, "Hey, dude, I didn't actually throw away your sign. Do you want that sign back?" And I'm like, "No, get it out of here. Get it out. No. They can't see the sign. Like, no, please, dude, please."
You're just
no, man. What sign? Dave, did you have a sign? Nah, man, I didn't have a sign.
I would have kept that sign, bro. That's an awesome sign. And I would have framed it and never explained it to people.
That's fair. I do a lot of
weird
that.
Piece of art. All right, when I was in college, there's a thing in New England called the Big E. I don't know if you guys know it. In Massachusetts. It's a huge festival, like a fair, like a 4-day food, music, all this dumb shit. And I lived in Connecticut. This is an hour away in Western Mass, and they usually have bands.
Oh, you said the Big E. I thought you said the Big Lee, like you meant Lemaire. Andy's co-host partner. I thought you were just making a fat joke about Lemaire.
This thing that had a giant black guy who would eat all the sandwiches ever, and it was called the Big Lee. We would do this thing where we would, we'd hear about it, you go up there, you go to the rides, you get high, eat all the food, whatever. And they'd have some dumb music, and it was never anybody good, some old band. But the night before, me and my friends were getting high as shit, and we had read in like the local paper that David Hasslehoff was going to be performing at the fucking Big E. And we all got high and drunk as fuck, but all said, no matter how we feel tomorrow, we were all getting together and we were driving to go see David Hasslehoff perform. Because how do we fucking not? So we all got up, we're hungover, we're fucked, everybody committed. 8 of us got packed into the station wagon, drove there. I went into a room with marker and a t-shirt and didn't tell anybody what I was doing. And I came with like a jacket over me and all that. We're going to go watch the concert. But then we started hearing that it was almost sold out. Even though it was an open thing, so many old people were going to go watch David Hasselhoff before. We didn't factor in that people were going to go see him on purpose. We thought this was like a joke thing, but people were fucking fired up for it. I also had a fake afro on for the whole day for no fucking reason. I found one and I was wearing that and sunglasses and I was ready. We only had 3 tickets left. So me, my buddy, who's like a 6'4" giant pothead guy, and this other dude, the 3 of us decided we would be the ones that go. And it's outdoors. We're all sitting close to each other. We had seats like right next to, like, there was like a bunch of seats, and then there was like an aisleway that went right to the stage, and then more seats on the other side. And my buddy's sitting like right next to me. I'm right at the aisle part. When the thing started, I ripped off my jacket, and I had a t-shirt. I had written in bubble letters, "Hasslehoff is God." And I was wearing this shirt at it. And we're drunk, we're screaming as old people are turning, and retarded people. That's all it was. And the old people are going, "Shh, the concert's about to start. You're ruining everything." Yeah, they're getting real mad at how fired up and drunk we are. And they're just sober and into it. So as we're standing there, they go, "The moment you've all been waiting for." And then like those drums that come on at the beginning of Baywatch, like they start playing that because the theme song of Baywatch is about to come on. But he's not coming to the stage. And as he's coming down, they start playing the drums, and I'm getting more excited. And I'm yelling out loud. And a guy who's with this older woman turns to me and goes, "What is your problem? Are you retarded?" And I went with it and said, "Yes." And my friends looked at me like, "What the fuck?" And I stayed in retard character. And they're like, "Yes, Hasselhoff's his favorite. And he's going to be dying soon. And you need to just let him enjoy it." And all of a sudden, they were kind of cool to us.
Oh, so you were terminally ill retarded.
Oh, yeah, I was the worst kind. Like John Cena was about to visit me. So as they play in the drums, it's about to start. All of a sudden, everybody starts standing up. They're looking around for Hasselhoff. My buddy, they go, "Here he comes, David Hasselhoff." My buddy, who's like I said, super tall, throws his arms out like this. And when he threw his arm out, Hasselhoff was doing like a fucking like like a crowd entrance. So he came from behind, and he saw my buddy's fist coming, and like the Matrix, Hasslehoff ducked under the fist, spun around, ripped his shirt open, and went pow, and gave us the guns and a leg kick right in our face, and then fucking ran down to the fucking stage, started singing "Ride Sally Ride," which he sang 4 different times. He doesn't know how many songs. He sang "Ride Sally Ride" like 4 times, and he did, like you said, he did banter and crowd work, right? So he stops and he just goes, "A lot of you guys don't recognize me with my clothes on," and I just yelled, "Take them off!" like a retarded person, and it was all quiet. And he's like, he goes, in Germany, I've sold 7 million records. In America, I've sold 7. And he waits for a laugh, and I go, I have all 7. And I just kept yelling. And then, so a person came over, like an usher person, said, "You need to be quiet." And that guy behind me goes, "He's special needs, and he's a big fan." So he just said, "Oh, we're sorry." And then after the show, guess who got brought back to meet his hero?
Hell yeah, dude.
But I now had to stay in retard. And there was no way. Like, it was one thing to be there with old people, but once my buddies and I were reeking a weed, my T-shirt says Hasslehoff is God. I got a fake afro on. We went back there, and David Hasslehoff goes, "What is going on?" And I just went, "Big fan." He just goes, "All right, I don't know what this is, but I've got to go." So who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it me for pretending I was retarded so I could yell things at a concert? Is it Hasslehoff for not just going with it? Fuck you. Who's going to your concert? Old people. I was the old youngest person there. This is my buddy for almost punching him. This is for that other guy for not realizing I wasn't retarded and just fighting me. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Bobby, go first.
Oh, me first. Well, it's not the other guy, because he found out you were retarded, and then he was your champion. You know what I mean? Like, he did his job. He was a faithful, gullible person, but he didn't just let it go. He also then champions you and was like, no, you don't tell this man to shut up. This is his Make-A-Wish moment. For me...
Which, by the way, is the worst Make-A-Wish moment of all time.
Oh, definitely. Like, nobody wants to see Hasslehoff. And that's why for me... Yeah, that's why for me it's Hasslehoff. Like, you have a guy who, even if he's not retarded, like, is giving you enough attention, and you've heard your music. You don't deserve more than that. Like, come on. It's Hasslehoff for me. Also, I believe he flew on Epstein's plane a bunch, so for me, he's the piece of shit.
Fuck off. He didn't diddle. He didn't need to. He's all sex.
He's German. That's all they do. Diddle inappropriately.
He's not German.
What is he?
They just like him there.
Wait a second.
His real last name isn't Hasslehoff.
He's not. No. He's not
really
really German.
It's not that. It's
time out.
We
get mad at Hilaria Baldwin for doing a hilarious accent, but we allow Hasslehoff to not be German. Andy?
Well, Larry the Cable Guy's not white trash.
No, but that's okay.
David Hasslehoff.
I'm looking it up.
I mean, his real name is Hasslehoff.
I'm wrong. It is David Michael. I had heard it wasn't.
Yeah, his family is Roman Catholic with German, English, and Irish descent.
Okay, who wrote this? Because no one writes in the Wikipedia nicknamed the Hoff. He wrote this himself.
No, it's a common nickname. What are you talking about?
You don't put that in your first line in your Wikipedia.
I mean, if you're a big Hasslehoff fan, you do, right? If you're a dork writing someone's Wikipedia, you put that in the fucking title. Also, he's 69. Hell yeah.
Why isn't why isn't that in my Wikipedia? I want Pat Oates nicknamed the Hoff.
But yeah, dude, his real last name is Hasslehoff.
Yeah, David Michael Hassel, DM
Yeah, there's
Hoff.
no way he's not German.
How is he not DM Hoff? That's a way better name.
Oh, turns out David Hasslehoff is not on there. My bad.
Yeah, he wasn't on the Epstein.
He did date a former sex slave, apparently, though.
Okay, we all have. Andy, who's the piece of shit in the story?
Little bit you. I mean,
I hope so.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I definitely. How long did you commit to that bit? Like the whole concert?
Yeah, and it was like a 90-minute concert.
I mean that's impressive. I gotta like the impressiveness of it out loud. And that was what year was this?
This was 96, 97.
That's why you weren't it for me either, because you dedicated it to 90 minutes. If you had done it just once, and then went back to being yourself, you're the piece of shit. But you were willing to commit
if
to the
I
bit.
wasn't retarded, they were throwing us out of that thing, and I was committed to see how bad this concert was.
And also, it was 96. It was 96. You could do that shit. When did fucking Ace Ventura come out?
Ace Ventura. What about The Ringer?
Yeah,
The
true.
Ringer is after, because around that time Jackass was big, so The Ringer didn't happen yet.
Yeah, The Ringer was 2005.
Do you remember?
Right.
Do you remember the ending of Ace Ventura though? They find out that the chick was trans, and then everyone projectile vomits for like 5 minutes straight. Yeah, man, you could.
That was early 90s,
dude. It's so funny. I remember we watched it, because I haven't watched a lot of those because I was born in 90, so I missed some of those like classic movies. And I remember my wife was telling me to watch it, and then we get to, and like she doesn't remember these movies.
Right,
we get to the end, and they all find out that the chick is a dude, and
Finkel was Einhorn. Einhorn
like
was Finkel.
20 or 30 people just projectile vomit. And I remember I'm like,
dude,
what's going on?
It's a whole montage scene of Jim Carrey like brushing his teeth, chewing as much big red gum as he can, throwing up in the toilet. Like, it's just a montage. It's
so funny.
Like, usually that's why I get mad when people go back and look at movies and go, this should be canceled. I got no problem with the anger towards that. like I get they went too hard with the throwing up. Like, even as a kid, when I didn't get it, I'm like, why are they puking this hard?
I don't think they should get rid of the shit. Disney did it the best for the longest time. I think Disney just started to like just cut shit out now, but they did the best thing for the longest time. Right in front, like they'd have some cartoon where it would be just like black people with chains around their neck eating watermelon, and they would have a disclaimer at the beginning of the cartoon being like, yo, it was the 40s. We were wilding out. Just know it was a different time. All right. Enjoy this black person eating watermelon in a ridiculous way.
With the biggest lips you've ever seen humanly possible.
Yeah, with a bone through its head. It was the 40s, dude. We were going crazy back then. But no, so it was 96. It was 96, so you're totally fine being a retard for 90 minutes.
Thank you.
But Hasslehoff just being like, hey, Hoff, we got this retard that wants to see you, and him being like, ew, and like just running away.
No, he wasn't ill. What I'm saying is he knew I wasn't retarded. Like, he saw through it right away. That's what I'm saying. He was fine when he was told a special needs boy was going to meet him. And then when he saw just a drunk guy with an afro on that was pretending to be retarded, he's like, no, I'm all set. Everyone else didn't read through it. Hoff was too smart for this. That's why he said no thanks.
I don't know if anyone's a piece of shit then.
He is. Go with it. You're Hoff. Just pretend.
Have you acted retarded in front of a German star?
We did get a picture together, though.
Have you acted retarded?
You got the picture.
Have you acted retarded in front of a German TV star that kind of was underappreciated in the United States and need to apologize? I can't think of a better way to do it than with a bottle of Silk City hot sauce.
Yeah.
That's right. Send them a nice bottle of Silk City hot sauce, any variety of flavors, ranging from Ehrenberg's Badass Jew to the newest Chrissy Mayer's Nightmare sauce. There's also Blow
I
Your
heard one
Butthole
sauce
Out.
was canceled.
Yeah, one sauce was canceled, but you know what? We're not going to kick a sauce when it's down. We kicked it when it was up and active. We made our stance on that sauce pretty clear. At this point, we're just going to let that sauce go and wish it the best. Right, Pat?
Yeah. By the way, the new name of that sauce is Florida Faggot Sauce. We're not going to kick it when it's down. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Silk City hot sauce. Use promo code POS. Is probably
it's like Bobby, like,
shouldn't have said
okay.
That. Didn't know there was so much beef.
Trash this one guy, and then I guess this guy has pictures of Bobby nude, and now he fucking kisses his ass. I don't get it.
Go to Silk City Hot Sauce. Use promo code POS to save 15%, and they'll send you something nice. No, my whole point with that thing is, like, at this point, there's no point in attacking him. The man's down in the dumps. Like, you're just kicking a man when he's down. Like, when he was still out.
I was down.
Stuff,
I was down in the dumps. People were kicking me.
Yeah, and
I had to run away from Twitter because people were mean to me. Fuck them. Fuck everybody. Where's our sauce? Fuck them.
Why is he down in the dumps?
Because he's robbed people.
Yo, I love small time podcast drama.
No, this is small town. This is Chad Zuma.
You know Chad
this is
Zuma
not small town shit.
His whole credit card
Chad
fraud
Zuma,
situation.
real shit.
Yeah, no, I'm saying small time podcast. What, like, credit card fraud's a big deal, but I love I love like super small, very specific podcast drama.
You know what, Pat? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like post-rap Andy. I don't like big ego doing big things, Andy. Oh, you guys in your small podcast stuff. We hit panties in the mouth. Don't get drugged out.
That was not an insult towards us.
I'm in the same.
And I can tell.
I'm in the same, but we just got excited for getting 400 subs on YouTube. I'm in the fucking same boat. Not for long, you fucking chump.
Oh, we
but
have
I'm in the same boat.
So fuck off. We have 850, so eat my dick. Anyway,
whoa. Now we're the dicks, Pat. We were just joking around a second ago.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck Zumach. Fuck Florida. Fuck Sauce.
Dude. Damn. That's that small podcast, small dick energy. Just saying.
Speaking of small dicks, Andy, have you
who's
seen the movie
saying I have
Gattaca?
a big dick? Nobody.
Have you seen the movie Gattaca, Andy?
Wait, what did Chad Zumach do though? He was doing credit card fraud?
Yeah, basically he's accused of, at his gym, he stole a bunch of people's credit cards out of the locker.
That's hilarious.
In his defense, he does have a pretty good
I don't know
excuse,
anything of it. Chad's a good guy. I was kidding.
Dude, that reminds me.
36 times he accidentally went into somebody else's locker, used a credit card, and didn't realize it. So
hey man, I just started going to Planet Fitness. All the lockers look the same. It's easy to have 36 whoopsie daisies in a row. I'm Team Zumach.
Yeah, me too. Also, you look like you didn't just start going to Planet Fitness, Andy. You look like Jack.
What's going on?
You've
What's
been
happening?
going,
Are you back to kissing his ass?
You've been going to the gym a long time, dude. You're looking ripped lately.
Dude,
I saw you in person the other day.
No, shut the fuck up, Bobby. You give me a false sense of security, and then when I'm vulnerable, you're gonna fucking tear my ass up. Wait. Oh, this reminds me. Do you guys know the band Dance Gavin Dance?
Yeah, man.
They're like a prog rock emo band.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they're one of their old singers.
Andy, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get super into them because I was kind of back more into punk rock back in the day. But I know who you're talking about. And
you don't like prog emo, dork?
God,
no,
so
they're old.
Oh, you mean prog is
like
progressive?
You so badly.
What?
When you're saying prog, do you mean progressive?
Yeah, they're like.
Oh, I thought you meant
like Prague, like in Russia, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck's prog rock?
No, they're like yes, if they were an emo
I got
band.
it now. I was just confused.
Yeah, but their old lead singer Johnny Craig, I don't know if he's still dealing with it, but he used to have a real bad heroin addiction, and like in between bands, he would like post, and like he was one of those singers who like his voice is fucking godlike. Kids are getting obsessed with him, and then he would have these things where. Like in between bands, no money, super addicted to heroin. He would just be posting things like, yo, I'm selling laptops. I'm selling He would just be like, I'm selling MacBooks. And it would just be like all these teenage fans that thought he was a god. They'd be like, I'll buy a laptop from you, Johnny Craig. And they would send him like $800. And then you'd see kids on Twitter being like, Johnny Craig stole my fucking money. So he was just a drug addict, just getting fucking teenagers to send him like $1,000 and then
That's
not.
awesome.
Yeah. It's a wild west out there, boys.
Yeah, but you got to do that shit. Why not? You got the
Why
fame.
not?
Take advantage of them.
Live a little.
Sometimes you just Chris D'Elia the shit out of people. You know what I mean? You groom them, you get your shit, you do it right. By the way, Chad Zumach's a good guy. He knows I'm joking.
Which brings me to my next point. Buy your POS MacBooks now available. Only $2,800. Just Venmo me at Bobby T3.
Oh, and by the way, coming soon, our POS cruise. You have to send your money in now to book your seat.
And I love that. I was on the Silk City hot sauce page the other day, and they have all their fucking hot sauces crack me the fuck up. Shout out them, dude.
They're good shit. The new one, I want to get I'm going to grab the new one, the new hot syrup. It's his wife on the front, and she's pretty smoking hot on the front of the thing.
Syrup?
Yeah, it's a hot syrup.
Interesting.
The maple syrup with like cayenne and shit. It sounds fucking good.
One's just called
How would you
Slurp.
like to just slather
Yeah,
that
I have
all over
Slurp.
your
Slurp's
dick
too
and
hot.
let a
I'm not
bitch
into
suck
big
it off,
heat,
Andy?
but Slurp's pretty good. But it's got citrus to it, but it's too hot for me.
Yeah. What'd you say, Bobby?
Now that you're famous, what you got to do is get some of that syrup and pour it on your dick after shows and just let bitches suck it off.
Oh my god, that would hurt. Spicy syrup on your dick?
No pain, no
Hot sauce
gain.
syrup?
The more she sucks it, the more it rubs in.
No,
Do you cry or come first?
I'm fucking loyal. That'd be my wife slurping that.
That's
And I
not
don't
fair
know
to
how
do that
much-
to her. Yeah, that you don't want to do that kind of stuff to your wife. You can never look
You don't
her
want
in
to
the eyes.
do. You don't want to do. You don't want to do
First
goofy
of all,
shit
Bobby,
with your
this
wife.
is why marriage will never work for you, Bobby. You do the same shit to your wife you did to her when she was your girlfriend. You know what I mean? You put syrup on your dick because you love her.
Sometimes, never mind.
You don't change. You don't change. You keep the same passion. When Andy was putting different condiments on his penis when they were dating, why would he change now? If anything, now they're better condiments.
Now it's Grey Poupon instead of just fucking.
I'm gonna Grey Poop on your face.
Honey mustard.
We've moved up to Worcestershire sauce.
Whoa! I didn't know it was our 10th year anniversary.
All right, Andy, that's a good question. What's your favorite thing to get sucked off your dick?
It's my favorite thing to get sucked off my dick.
Say tears.
Probably my boyfriend's cum. I'd have to say.
That's a good one.
Which boyfriend?
Nate or Lemaire?
Come on. Hey. Y'all,
All
dude,
right,
they ain't about that gay shit, y'all.
All right,
They
real
ain't about
talk.
that gay.
Real talk. If you had to blow one of them, right?
This isn't
No.
real talk.
No.
Which one?
No.
Okay.
I'm not
All
putting
right,
this
all
out
right.
in the world.
Fair enough.
I'm
fair
not
enough.
letting have that.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not letting
Bobby,
them have
Bobby,
this
that's rude.
satisfaction.
Bobby, that's rude. Which one would you let blow you?
Nate is definitely a much more sexual man, but out of respect, because I wouldn't answer the question, I'm not going to answer this one either, Bobby. You're trying to put a big, sexy
By the
wedge
way,
in
Bobby,
between this
he
relationship.
answered.
Yeah, he
answered.
did.
He had a Nate answer.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Oh my
answer.
God! You said he's
No.
more sensual.
I didn't bring up how much of a sexual man Nathan is. I didn't
Not
bring
at
that
all.
up at all.
Not
All right.
close.
Well, Andy, one thing we have been doing here is trying to go viral with YouTube videos.
Wait,
And
who would you guys rather watch? I'm sorry to cut you off. This is POS with Andy Malafarina. Who would you rather watch a sex tape of, Lemaire or Nate? And I think the answer is obvious.
No, wait, but who are they with?
You?
No, come on, man. Come on, chill.
Are they with what's her name? Wiz Khalifa?
Dude, anyone.
No, that matters. It matters.
Does
who
the
they're
one
with.
Lemaire fucks die?
Give me the
after?
female.
Die after?
Yeah, I hear he's got a track record of a dirty dick.
Which one of those? Which host of Panties in Your Mouth would you rather watch fuck Betty White?
That's a good question.
Lemaire.
It's Lemaire. Every single fucking time. Every single time it's Lemaire. You'd rather watch Lemaire fuck.
Well, because I
although
think
although someone in here said Nate is the much more sexual, sensual man. But Lemaire's the answer every time. You'd rather watch Lemaire fuck every time.
You're never gonna feel uncomfortable in your own body around Lemaire, though. Like he's always just gonna be giggly and make you feel at home.
And that's what Betty White needs. She's 99.
Whereas, like, I know the minute I'm done fucking Nate, he's gonna be talking shit about me in my fuck game. Whereas Lemaire, I think, is just gonna be happy that you know what I mean.
Nate is definitely putting his Timberlands on my head, dude. And Nate, without a doubt, he's putting his Timberlands on my head. Lemaire, he's making you feel like $1 million.
Yeah, I feel like if we were gonna do it, like Nate's gonna leave you on black.com, whereas like Lemaire's just a horny couple on Pornhub that just put up a video making sweet love together.
Oh, see, black.com's a respectable site. Fucking,
Okay.
I think I had to watch an
Nate's
older
gonna
white
put you
woman.
on facial abuse, and
no, Nate's putting me on dog fart.
If I had to watch you guys all fuck someone, Andy, you'd be the one that would fuck like an older white woman, not old, but older, like in her 50s, that has money and doesn't know what to do with it. Because like you have that look of an earner. You know what I mean? Like you would make her feel good, so she would leave you some money in the will, but not enough to tell on you for cheating.
Yes,
100%.
You have that kind of work ethic. I think Nate could fuck like a handicapped person and nobody would fucking care. Lemaire has to fuck old dying women to make them feel good. It's like their last wish.
Nah, dude, I want to watch Lemaire fuck. I want to watch Lemaire fuck like a young, gorgeous girl, and just like because
how young, like 12.
Come on, Pat, chill.
Last time he was on here, we got him to admit he liked children. Remember?
Nah, no way.
Remember Andy liked the 15-year-olds?
Why I do remember that? Yeah, he got all freaked
Andy
out.
was the one
Andy.
that cracked on 15 or 19. We had to stop doing the game because we thought we were gonna.
Yeah, you literally ended that game show, Andy.
I didn't like that.
I know.
I didn't like
because
what
of you. We had to
through on
comment down a lot. We felt so bad,
dude. Because I was like, Bobby's a wild. It wasn't even like, oh, Bobby's gonna let me know that he fucks 15. No, I was just like, yo, Bobby doesn't give a shit, dude. And like, I didn't know you at the time, Pat, but I got a vibe real quick. Pat doesn't give a shit either. And I was like, they're gonna fucking burn it down. They're on fucking Bobby's on fucking paywall compound. He doesn't give a fuck about nothing.
No.
Bobby's the one who has to calm me down, which is it's a good effort.
Hey, Andy, so here's the thing.
Right. I would like to watch, like, what, 20 years old, 25, what age?
Yeah,
No,
Like
come on.
older than 30.
If we're watching Lemaire fuck, we gotta at least make his fantasy come true. It's a girl dressed up in that blue-haired bitch from Dragon Ball Z, right?
Bulma?
Yeah, Bulma. Lemaire comes in, he eats a bunch of rice, and then he just goes to town. Like, he is Goku. He's dressed as Goku. And we just let all of his little nerdy dreams come true.
I'd rather fuck Misty. I think Misty would be way more fun. Yeah, because not recently, but I've learned.
The issue is if you put Lemaire in a Pokemon porn, everybody's keep going, oh, it's Snorlax.
Yes. Got him.
No, that's supposed to be Ash. No, it's Snorlax.
I like how 5 people who watch this got that reference.
That rules. Snorlax? Snorlax. People know Snorlax. Nah, go on. I've like in the past year I've learned how great cosplay is because now like way hotter chicks are getting on cosplay. And Misty, Bulma's a good one, but Misty and Velma, they're my 2 favorite cosplays.
Velma's definitely up there.
Yep.
There's Snorlax so everybody can see.
About the cosplay, now it's just hot chicks that like, look at me, I'm Spider-Man, but they don't know anything about Spider-Man. You know what I mean? They're just wearing a tight outfit. I don't mind it, but I like it when they have a clue what the fuck they're doing.
I don't know. I like it when they lean into it and they're just like, I'm also a fucking idiot. I hate it when it's like, I hate when they're like, here's my tits. Also, I know everything about the series. You're like,
yeah, be one
I like
or the
when
other.
they pretend to know about it and you're like, oh, you don't know shit. You just Googled this. You don't know shit.
Yeah. Wait, what was the other one? I can't remember. I saw a girl. League of Legends cosplay. You guys know League of Legends?
Yeah, I just watched the new movie on there. Just to
Oh yeah, my brother says good. Is it good?
fucking fantastic.
Nice. I gotta check that out. But like League of Legends is heavy in South Korea.
All right, I just gotta say, real men play Dota. The rest of you nerds can play League of Legends. Real people play Dota. Go on.
Yeah, there's one fat nerd who just fucking pounded his keyboard and it was like, God damn it, Bobby!
Yep.
You son of a bitch.
Come see me.
But-
Come
Mom,
see
shut
me in
up!
Dota.
I'm yelling at Tamburo.
But yo, League is heavy in South Korea, and like a hot South Korean chick is like a fucking 15 in my book, dude. So those South Korean chicks cosplaying as League of Legends, top tier. How are we doing on time? Because I have to piss so
Oh, no,
bad.
we're about to bail right now anyway.
Thank
I think
Christ.
We always end it on a Dota reference.
No, that's when you know to wrap it up.
One pro tip: if you want to piss somebody off, like let's say you reach out to somebody and they're like, "Hey, you seem down in the dumps. I hope you're doing well." And they're like, "I'm doing shitty," but at least you're out there jet setting around the world during a pandemic, and they're a real cunt about it. A good way to get them back is just to be like, "I think you meant jettisoning. Hop off your soup box." And then you miss the whole point of their rant and make them feel like shit.
I think you mean soapbox.
No, that was the joke because they said jet setting and they meant jettisoning. Yeah, you get it, Pat.
You know what a dumb horse? You know what a dumb joke I would say that would make this one jock in high school lose his shit? We'd be in English class, and he'd always be like, "God, I gotta piss like a racehorse," and I would turn to him and I go, "I gotta race like a piss horse." I don't know what that means, but I would say that, and he would lose his fucking mind every single time I said that. And I'm a sucker for crushing.
Yeah, dude.
You know
gotta
what I mean?
keep going to it.
And I'm like, I know what makes fucking Tom laugh, so I say I gotta piss like a racehorse, or I gotta race like a piss horse.
And there's nothing better than a callback, right?
Yeah,
Like
a good callback, not overdone.
Yeah, like did you guys hear about this story about the churches that are fighting in Germany right now?
No.
So like I guess, when Jesus like went up to heaven, his whole body ascended. Except for he was Jewish. So his foreskin's still around and the churches were fighting over it, and it's lasted over 2,000 years, which makes me say, damn,
no, fuck you.
that must be a 5 skin, yo.
Don't do it.
Yes, dude. Yes.
This has been the POS show. Andy, tell the people where they can find you.
Bobby.
God damn it.
You
Fucking
can find
fried
me
skin, bitch.
every week, Thursdays, Thursday mornings on iTunes and or YouTube. Just search Panties in the Mouth or P.I.T.M. That's the podcast that I do with the very sexual Nathan Marshall and Lemaire Lee. If you end up liking the show, you got $1, $2 a month, patreon.com/PITM. You can get bonus content. And
usually when something's such a very good value, a high value product, it's such a low price. So that's a good indicator that this is something you want to get on now.
Hating ass Bobby. It's the economy's rough and we're making access easy. So if you got $1 or $2, now we get a lot of people.
If you want the McChickens of podcasts, check out Panties in the Mouth Patreon.
Nah, they got rid of the dollar menu. McChickens are like $3 now. It's a travesty. No, they're like $2.50. Anyway, I shouldn't know that.
You know that way too well.
Yeah, it's my order: 2 McChickens, 1 McDouble. Let's party.
The Malafarina menu.
The Malafarina, and then also too, I've been playing a lot more Call of Duty lately. So every Sunday. Wait, when's this come out?
Usually on Wednesdays.
Okay, Wednesdays. You can find me. I'm off and shit, so I've been doing a lot of Twitch. But normally every Sunday night around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/Andy Malafarina. Come watch me play some Call of Duty, talk some shit, comment in the chat. I'm a wild boy. Hit me up. I love you.
Andy, thank you so much. Pat, what do you got for the people?
Well, I was just saying, Andy, we're about to just do our plugs and get off. So if you have to go pee, go pee.
All right, I gotta get out of here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Love you, Andy. You're the best.
You're the best, Bobby. You son of a bitch. Pat, you rule too. Bye, guys.
Thanks, brother. Lemaire's hotter than you, but it's great. Bye.
Andy, don't leave the meeting though. Don't leave the meeting because it'll fuck up.
Oh, don't leave the meeting.
Scenes. Yeah, we'll just kick you when you're done.
Oh, okay.
You can shut off your camera, but
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Here's the joke for you. I'm a peeing, you're a peeing, we're all a peeing. There you go. There's your old joke.
Got my ass.
There it is. Boom. I'll be on radio all week, so you listen to this for the weekend. New Year's Eve, you can listen to me on WPLR. Just go to find. You can find 991 PLR. You can stream it. You can get the app, whatever. I'll be on from 3 to 7, and on New Year's Day from 3 to 7, playing racy rock music. And then what I've been doing, Bobby, is they're asking me just to tell facts about the songs, but instead, like for Christmas Eve, I just pretended like I was like, oh, you know the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? You know, the story of someone who you couldn't deal with the loss of his mother and coping with death. And I'm like, oh wait, no, that was Metallica's Unforgiven. My bad. And then I would play Metallica's Unforgiven. And
that's pretty great, dude.
There. So if you want to hear someone get fired slowly from their job, listen to me on PLR. It's fine. Bobby.
Yeah, guys, as always, check out the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 on Compound Media. Check out, while you're on Compound, check out the A Very Bobby Christmas special. It's something I put a lot of work into. It was a lot of fun, and all your favorite Compound people will be there. And there are some titties, so I stayed true to form. I don't have any stand-up dates coming up that are official yet. Everything's kind of up in the air because of COVID. If you were going to see me in Buffalo, that gig's officially canceled, so my bad. Go see Landau. He's hilarious. And head over to our Patreon. We're putting good stuff there. Things are coming in the new year. You're going to see some evidence of that coming real soon. So please hop over there. And remember, don't be a piece of shit.